Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Friday, April 14th, 2023. Jury selection wrapped up on Thursday morning for the Pejman Elahi trial, setting the scene for opening remarks by both the prosecution and defense. Online news editor Robert Hayden is covering the trial and joins us with this report.
Pejman Elahi, the Wonder Valley man on trial for 9 different counts, including attempted murder and assault with a firearm, began his trial Thursday afternoon after a morning of finishing up jury selection. Opening statements began with prosecuting attorney Heather Razzouk, where she broke the multiple charges down into 2 separate instances that occurred. The first one on September 25th, where the victim, a delivery driver, said Elahi chased him down a dirt road, cornering him and firing a gun, which resulted in the assault with a firearm charge. The second incident occurred on November 9th, where a victim was shot 3 times in a dirt field in Wonder Valley. Razzouk says the victim survived by playing dead until the shooter left and then crawling back to his quad and seeking help from neighbors. The victim identified Elahi as the shooter, and the subsequent search of Elahi's nearby home produced weapons that resulted in the additional counts of gun and ammunition possession, items that Elahi admits to owning. Prosecuting attorney Razzouk said that both incidents happened in close proximity to the defendant's residence in Wonder Valley, and that the evidence and witnesses will show that Elahi was indeed the shooter in both of these incidents. Defense attorney John Paul Sorreo responded in his opening statement, saying that although Pejman Elahi admits to some of the facts of the case, Sorreo says that the victim's story has holes in it, there are no witnesses to the actual shooting, and in the second incident, a swab for gunshot residue on Elahi's hands came back negative. As the first day wrapped, Elahi stood with his attorney and watched the jury file out of the courtroom, a group of 12 peers that after the evidence is presented will decide on the facts of the case and ultimately Pejman Elahi's guilt or innocence. You can see a longer version of this story along with all of our reporting on the Pejman Elahi trial at this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Robert Hayden.
The opposition to 3 Morongo Valley Community Services District Board members continues with official recall efforts, organizing and fundraising to see them removed from the board. Assignment reporter Gabriel Hart spoke to Shauna Johnson, president of the Morongo Valley Recall Committee and former vice president of the Morongo Valley CSD, yesterday morning after a successful spaghetti dinner fundraiser for the cause.
On Wednesday, April 12th, around 150 community members attended the Morongo Valley Recall Spaghetti Dinner fundraiser, hosted by Shauna Johnson, president of the Morongo Valley Recall and owner of local ice cream shop Coyote Cone. With a door price of $30 a person, with live music and door prizes, the event raised $4,000 to go towards recalling the 3 controversial MVCSD board members. Johnson said, quote, "It was an amazing event of really good people who have lived here most or all of their life coming together for a good cause," unquote. The Morongo Valley Recall has made substantial progress since organizing in February, raising $11,920 of the $12,000 needed to move forward with the complicated process that started with acquiring 65 signatures to initiate. Expenses include $2,500 for the first half of the campaign manager's fee, not including expenses on supplies needed for mailers after the campaign purchases the list of local registered voters. But with local donations and fundraising already looking promising, Johnson foresees the Morongo Valley Recall raising more than enough funds, anything over which will be donated to the Morongo Valley Firefighters Auxiliary. Johnson, who was a former vice president of the MVCSD, said, quote, "I personally had high hopes for the new board members and was excited about their new energy, new ideas, but I'm disappointed of the way it's unfolded," unquote. Reporting for Z107.7, this is assignment reporter Gabriel Hart.
The Morongo Basin Conservation Association and Friends of Wonder Valley are co-sponsoring and co-hosting a community event called Dark Skies in Wonder Valley tonight from 7:30 to 9 p.m. at the Wonder Valley Community Center. The event is an informational session for community members and supporters. They will cover what comprises a dark sky community, have a discussion on what is needed for Wonder Valley to be a model dark sky community, and how residents can help. The evening will feature 3 speakers and presenters: Steve Bardwell, president of the Morongo Basin Conservation Association, Tom O'Kee, representing the International Dark Sky Association, and Eric Hamburg, astronomer and Wonder Valley resident. Presentations will begin indoors, then transition to the exterior for demonstrations of exterior lighting examples, followed by a tour of the night sky with telescopes. Live music welcoming guests will be provided by local musicians Miri Hunter and Tom Merrick. The event starts tonight at 7:30 p.m. at the Wonder Valley Community Center, located at 80526 and a half Amboy Road in Wonder Valley. This event is free and open to the public. If you have a pair of skates or a skateboard gathering dust, It's time to dramatically blow them off, strap them onto your feet, and skate down to Brem Park to join the Rollin' Dust Devils. Online news editor Robert Hayden ollies in with the story.
Now that winter has loosened its icy grip on the high desert, it's time to heat things up even further by grabbing your skates or skateboard and joining the Rollin' Dust Devils tonight in Yucca Valley for a full evening of roller skating at the old Derby Slab. The Derby Slab's super smooth concrete is perfect for rollers of all ages to get out and have some fun on anything with wheels, and the Rollin' Dust Devils returning monthly meetups are a great way to get better at skates and hang with an inclusive group of desert denizens that love laying down some laps here in the high desert. It all starts today at 4 o'clock and goes until sundown at the Derby Slab at Brem Park in Yucca Valley. You can find a link to the Rollin' Dust Devils Instagram at this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is purported poser Robert Hayden.
Tortoise Rock Casino is bringing the Uptown Funk to the high desert tonight for the performance of Bruno and the Hooligans, a tribute to Bruno Mars. Expect their show to be 24-karat magic. This free concert series, called Live at the Rock, is running every Friday and is celebrating Tortoise Rock's 9th anniversary. Every Friday through the end of May, a fantastic tribute band will be playing hit songs on the casino floor. All shows begin at 8 p.m. at Tortoise Rock Casino in 29 Palms. For a list of upcoming acts, see this story at Z107.7fm.com or visit tortoiserockcasino.com. The 7-day cabaret reaches its culmination with its finale performance tomorrow afternoon. Children and adults of all ages spent a full week utilizing their talents, skills, and smarts in the purpose of creating a cabaret talent show, and the show will take the stage at 4 p.m. tomorrow with a free performance that is open to the entire community. The cabaret will perform at the Joshua Tree Arts and Ecology Center, located at 6881 Mount Lassen Avenue in Joshua Tree. There is a $10 suggested donation, though kids can get in for free. And finally, Theater 29's award-winning Summer Youth Theater is now accepting applications for their 2023 program. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas tells you how to put your kids in the spotlight.
After a wildly successful 2022 session, the Theater 29 Summer Youth Theater program is well into the planning stages for 2023, and staff members are ready for this exciting educational experience in the live arts. The camp will run Monday through Friday from June 26th through July 30th, culminating with performances of Disney's Frozen Kids for the 7 to 10-year-olds and Frozen Junior for the 11 to 17-year-olds. The youth theater program and the performances will all be held at the theater at 73637 Sullivan Road in the city of 29 Palms. The cost for the program is $60 per student, with scholarships available. The program will teach a wide variety of theatrical skills, including auditioning, acting, singing for musical theater, choreography, costuming, makeup, props, backstage skills, set construction, lighting, and sound. For applications and further details, go to the link in this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.